Welcome to Upper Body Blast. We're gonna get started today. Jogging in place. My name is Matt. Just moving the body a little bit, getting the blood moving from the lower body all the way up and out to the limbs. If you want to switch this to a jumping jack or just a tap out jack, go ahead and do that. We'll do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go into a lunge stance. We're gonna do a couple exercises from this lunge position today. You don't have to go too low, but as you go down and up, raise one hand and raise the other hand. Same side, so you're gonna split squat, not moving your legs. After about 5, switch legs. 5 or 6, so you get even on both sides of your hands, going up to the ceiling. The exercise we're doing today is both hands going up in that overhead position with a resistance band, and you use that back leg to anchor down the band. So that's one of the exercises today. Go ahead and do those arm circles because we are using the shoulders today for the overhead press. Small circles to start. Start opening it up all the way around. Pull the shoulders back, go over the head, and switch directions. Also in that first section, we have bicep curls. Go ahead and go a little bigger with those circles. And bent over rows, just a low row. So with that, go ahead and start doing some hip hinges. You're going to be holding that position, rowing to your chest, to that base of the ribs. So go ahead and just get a few hip hinges in. You want to stretch those hamstrings if you want, and use a wall. Try to touch, take a step forward, touch. When you start to feel that stretch, do 5 or 6 more. So you really get used to that position. Try to hang out for just a second while you're down there. We don't want to overload it too much. Just get ourselves ready for the workout we're about to do. Okay, so I have a band here today. As I was saying, go ahead and do a quick jog in place while I explain what we're doing again. The band, I like to hold it out and then 1 foot down. We'll do 4 sets of this exercise, 2 with 1 leg back, 2 with the other leg back. In that lunge position, arms are at the shoulders, going overhead. And with the band, the advantages of a band are that you can go a lot faster. So really fast as we go through this. 30 seconds, 35 seconds? Let me double check if I wrote 30 or 35. 35 seconds. Going really fast. 35 seconds. 10 seconds rest. Go into bicep curls. 35 seconds. Not as fast. And then the last exercise, keep those heavy weights for reverse. The bent over rows. And our second set of exercises, we'll use the mat. So have that nearby. Have water nearby as well in case you need it. We'll finish up this warm up with a couple twists. Twisting side to side. Go ahead and keep going for just 1 second. Grab your band. I'm going to get the timer going underneath your foot. Up the shoulders. Get yourself ready. We're starting in 3, 2, 1. 35 seconds. Overhead press. And it's a little forward of a press as well. Make sure you're stepping on top of that band. Back legs up just a little bit. Up and forward. So from the side, my torso's straight up and down, but I'm going a little forward with these overhead presses. And after you get used to it, go a little faster. We have 10 seconds. Don't be afraid to go fast. This is a speed workout today, especially for these overhead presses. Put down the band, grab some weights for bicep curls. You can start in this underhand grip, but I do want you to try to do some other variation today, whether that be reverse grip, go a little bit to the side as you do that, but try to keep your wrist locked in place as you go up and down. So you're working those wrist muscles through the extension of the wrist. You can also do the hammer curl. Hammer curl is straight up and down. Put down those, oh no, keep those weights because we're going into bent over row. In that hip hinge position, first set, we'll just do a normal bent over row, a little slow, getting things used to where they're going to be. So bottom position, arms are down, shoulders stay back a little bit. You're not sinking down low because that'll lead into a rounded back, and you want to keep everything straight in your back. So keep the shoulders back, pull the elbows up, weights end up right at the base of your ribs. You might even touch the bottom of your ribs at that top position. One more, put the weights down. We're going through this first set pretty fast. Use your other leg on this one. Other legs back, you're going fast. Try to get a little lower. I know it's an upper body day, but we are getting some lower body. Just holding in these positions. As you get used to this movement, try to go a little faster. Really push yourself for speed. Keep those elbows in just a little bit. The band is rubbing just a little bit against the shirt and just a little bit against that sleeve here. That's how you know it's in the right position. All right, that was the second set. We have 2 more of those. We have 2 more bicep curls. Try out one of those different versions here. So don't just do underhand every time. Try out the reverse curl for the whole 30 seconds left. And it's a little bit out to the side. That's going to help get everything lined up through the upper arm, through the forearm as well. You just bring it in. It's okay, but I definitely prefer it up with my bicep curls. Shoulders stay back. Finish strong. And bend over. So this time and the next time, we're doing all alternating. So you can start at the top, but then one side down and switch. Try to keep a good position here. And as you get going, you can get a little faster. So we're hitting a little bit differently through the back, a little bit more the way you would be doing if you were just picking something off the ground. It's usually not that heavy. Going one hand. So a little faster for these last 10 seconds. Try to have that good position. Hip hinge. Rest. Okay. Put that weight down. We have our second to last one. Our last exercise is this overhead press. So we have one of these, and then we'll finish off with one more, but we still have the upper body exercises, bent over row. And we're going to switch it up on this next exercise in 20 seconds. We're going to do triceps. It's the only tricep set today. Finish strong, finish fast through these overhead presses. Okay. Triceps. Since we're standing, we're doing overhead triceps. Stand wide if you need to. Overhead. And I know you can't see me, so I'll do a quick lunge here. Dumbbells are forward, and they stay parallel with each other the whole time. Elbows stay close together as you go up and down. You don't have to do the lunge. Just stand in a steady position. Pull in the gut just a little bit. It's going to help keep the abs active through these overhead presses. these overhead tricep extensions. The only set, I promise. Okay, still holding the weight. We're finishing off those rows, bent over rows. Again, alternating and start slow, but start to pick up the pace after the first few. As one dumbbell goes down, the other one comes up. Try to get to that top position. And you can move the upper body a little bit. You can see my shoulders moving just a little bit. Try not to move too much. And then start to pick it up. We are at 15 seconds right now. So go for speed. Pull, pull, pull. Good job. Keep strong. Put down the weights. We have one last exercise. We got to even those split squats, even the lunges out. That legs back, going overhead, going fast. It's the last one. You're going out a little bit to the side, that's okay. Just try to keep it fast through these 20 seconds. Down to the shoulders, up overhead. Try to get your arms straight as you can at the top. 10 seconds, push it. I know the burden. We'll have a break in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Rest. And shake it out. Get your water. As a one exercise in between our 2 big sets today, go ahead, grab the band. This is the last time we'll use it, so after this we'll put it away. Pull aparts. To get the upper back working a little bit today. Also, a nice dynamic stretch to really open things up while you're doing pull aparts like this, up and over. You don't have to go all the way around, but you can. Up and over and then stretch behind your back. If you're flexible enough, you can try, or if your band is long enough, you can try a double over. And that's going to give you a little more tension as you go back. Just go to wherever your range is. But it's okay to find that stretch in the chest, holding back here. It's a really great way to stretch the chest, and use gravity. So it's a passive stretch to just let the body hang. Just for a couple seconds. We don't want to do a full static stretch. We're not doing the 15 seconds. We're doing more of a 5-second. Get everything open. Go ahead and grab your mat. Our last 3 exercises are on the mat. Finish getting your water. Do a few more pull aparts. Okay. So we have, let me move the camera down so you can see what I'm doing. We have 3 exercises. We're going to start with the push-up and toe tap. So it's a good full body exercise to get the chest involved. Push-ups to start. If you're doing it from your knees, down and up, and instead of a toe tap, it's just a knee raise, down, up, knee raise, knee raise. And if you're doing a full push-up, I'm going to move my hands off the mat. It's a little too soft for me. And I don't want to put my wrists into that position. So I go off the mat, push up, tap, tap. You really have to hold in place for those push-ups. So those are your 2 options for the second exercise. I call it Y's and T's. Y, your body looks like a Y, T, your body looks like a T. And we'll start with doubles. So 2 here, and then down to T. Up. So it's 2, 2, switch, 2, 2, switch. And we'll add as we go. Last exercise on your back, and it's the Pilates 100. So for Pilates, for the 100 exercise, you want to find your challenge point. Your challenge point is you're holding an imprint where you're pushing down, your back is flush against the mat and holding this position. And then the challenge part is extending your legs. How far can you go with your legs? We call it 100 because you're pumping your arms 100 times. For this class, we're going for 40 seconds. You might not get to 100, but you're going to be pumping the whole time, up and down. Try to do a breath each time. In the Pilates class, it's 5 breaths in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in, and then out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out. So it's pretty tough. Definitely gets everything moving. Really work whatever range you can. If you can go to straight, you can do that. If you need to pull it in like I always do, that's okay too. We want quality ab workout. We don't want it to be in the back or anywhere else. So those are our 3 exercises. We're doing 40 seconds on, 10 seconds to switch. We'll start with the push-ups. I'll start with the timer. You'll start with the push-ups. And we're gonna go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, push-up, toe tap. 3 times through. Again, if you're on push-ups, switch feet each time. So tap, tap, push-up, tap, tap, push-up. If on your knees, knee raise, down. But don't do it the way I just did. Try to keep your hips low as well. So it's a real push-up. You're actually getting your abs involved on the push-up and the toe raise. Okay. Stomach on the mat, but don't push your stomach into the mat. Keep your abs active for these Ys and Ts. Eyes, my eyes are looking straight down. 1, 2, to a T. T, 2, up to a Y. 1, 2, down to a T. One thing I like to do the first times I'm doing these kinds of exercises, I'm holding my hands in fists, and I'm thinking about holding some heavy buckets out really wide. Imagining something heavier than you're holding just helps get everything working, gets the muscles involved. Pulling those shoulders back. Rest onto your back. 10 seconds to get there. That imprint position, you're pressing down into the center of your belly. Think about pressing into sand. Then the legs are up and extending out really to whatever you feel is challenging for yourself. Pumping up and down for as many as we can do. Breathe in for 5, exhale for 5. If you start to feel like you can go a little farther, go a little farther. If you feel like I need to bring it back, bring it back. But try to be vigorous with your arm pumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep it going. Pull in the knees. We're going back to your push-ups. You can change these up. You can do double toe taps. You can do double push-ups. Do the one you want to do for this set. Extra push-ups or extra toe taps if you want to focus on that core. Tap, 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 tap. Good. Keep going. On those push-ups, really try to keep your arms tucked in a little bit. Don't go too wide out. Make sure it's all in the chest. On the toe taps, really focus in on your core. The obliques are working hard. All right, for these Ys and Ts, if you want to add in 5 and 5, do it now. Shoulders coming back, and then down to the T, shoulders back. Really try to activate from that inside of the shoulder blade. That's the rhomboids. That's what you're working. That's what you're targeting. It's going to help your posture. Keep yourself sitting upright, standing upright. Keep everything involved with that upper back posture. Ten more seconds. You can probably get through one more of each, maybe an extra one. All right, back to the 100. On your back, find your challenge point. Go right into it this time. Head can be up. If you start to feel it in your neck a lot, you can put your head down and really focus on the core itself, the abs. These are vigorous pumps with the shoulders. Shoulder blades go back, arms up and down. I'm pressing my feet together. That's going to help get the abs and everything involved holding this position. Deep breaths. Finish strong. One more time for those push-ups. Keep your shoulders back. Try to do 3. And then 3 toe taps. You're on your knees. 1, 2. I always breathe in going down and exhale as I come up. 1, 2, 3, back down. 1, 2, 3. Good job. Keep it going. Ten more seconds. If you want to finish with just push-ups or just toe taps, finish strong. Okay, we're going to do 12 Ys and then 12 Ts. We might just get through them all. Keep your chin tucked so you're looking straight down. Abs are active. I'm using my abs, bracing between my thighs and my chest. That was about 12 for me. I'm switching to T's for 12. If you finish, go back to 2s and finish up everything. Rest. Last exercise, the 100. For this last one, it's the last one. Push yourself to start and then bring it back as you go. So go a little farther than you're comfortable and really challenge yourself. And then as you need to, you can pull the knees back or put the head down. But try to keep that imprint in the front of the body, not in the back. Deep breaths. Arms are moving. Push those feet together. Keep it going. You got this. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. After this 100 exercise, I like to go side to side with my knees. Give my back a little bit of a stretch. And one stretch for the chest, since we're on our back here. Just out to the side. Straight palms. Keep your shoulders back. And then from here, I go heel on my knee, and then I rock to the side. You'll feel that all the way through the other side. So from that side, all the way up. Deep breaths. Bring in the legs. Switch your feet. Go the other direction and feel that other side. Chest, maybe a little shoulders, and the abs. About 5 deep breaths, and then roll yourself up. And I've got a dumbbell stretch for everyone today. Since we did hit the legs a little bit with the split squat stance and then the 100 we just did, I like to do that hip flexor stretch. And then you can add in the shoulder stretch while we're here, since they're pretty separate parts of the body. You can get a two for one stretch. And then switch sides. Up on your knee, extend at the hip, cross it over, and then I'm turning my body a little bit, and that's going to help with the hip flexor stretch, but also with the upper body stretch. You can also do the chest on the wall, the bicep on the wall as well, and the shoulder. Another shoulder stretch I like to do, since we are on the mat. Hands behind your body. Walk your hands a little closer together, and then straighten your back, lift the chest, pull the shoulders back, and tuck your chin. That's the last point, is tucking the chin. That's going to get that upper body, upper shoulders across the top of the front of the chest. Tucking the chin really does add to the stretch. So find that position. You can have a bad posture to start. It's okay. And then lift your chest into good posture. Shoulders come back, tucking the chin, lifting the chest. And that's going to get everything. Shoulders, chest. Last stretch, triceps, of course. And I hope you all had a wonderful workout today.